everybody and welcome back to Visit Fylde Coast. This is what you call before and after. This is the sunshine after Storm Eunice. So if you remember the other day we were standing here and the water was bashing high up on the wall here above the seafront. It's still windy, it's always windy, we've always got plenty of wind here on the Fylde Coast. But it's definitely a lot better. I might tell you that much. That sun's actually quite warm. If it weren't so windy, it'd be lovely. So I thought we'd come and have a little walk on the seafront and see what's happening. And then, if you tune in to our other videos, we're also going for a look in the town centre, which is that away at the back of where the little clock is. So this one's all about the beach. So welcome to Visit Fylde Coast. If you've never watched any of our videos before, you make sure that you hit that little bell when you subscribe, and then you'll get notifications when we upload new content or go live. So this is the great metropolis of Cleveleys. This is our beautiful seafront. It's looking a little bit raggy today. All these little piles of sticks and sand and that smells water. Water? Oh goodness, that is really strong. The smell I'm getting is tar, and the thing that I was going to look for was the char balls, because there's been a spill between two of the rigs offshore, and that was a really strong smell of tar then. Goodness me, it looks like Devastation Row. What's been going off here? This looks like insulation board used in building. Yeah, so the smell I've just got that's just wafted at me is obviously from the tar that's been spilt offshore. It was Valentine's Day, it's really strong. I can't see any tar balls as yet, but I'm sure, oh, that's the bit there, look. That's some tar. That's definitely tar. Oh, we're going to be all right with that mixed in with the pebbles. It was Valentine's Day, so that was the 14th of February, just a couple of weeks ago. And a spill happened off North Wales, so somewhere kind of that direction-ish. And about 500 barrels of oil, which is just under 80,000 litres, was lost from a pipe between two platforms that are off North Wales, run by NEI, which is an energy company. The platforms are called Conway and Douglas, and they're part of a complex of 3. I'm just looking for blobs as I'm walking. They're part of a complex of 3, and you can see by the way that this beach is all eroded here that it's been rough. It's been very rough. The other day on Wednesday we were on this seafront, and I kid you not, the waves were enormous, which is why this is all built up like it has done. So by Wednesday the 17th, which is obviously last week, the tar was reported to be washing up at Blackpool and near St Anne's Pier, and that was kind of in the mix with Dudley, Eunice, Franklin and Gladys, which of course all came hot on one another's heels. So we end up getting left with the detritus. And in Blackpool they were finding coin-sized blobs of tar, so I'm hoping that we've not really got much of it on the beach at Cleveleys. Can't see any obvious bits, but we'll go and have a look. We'll go and have a look on Rossall Beach a bit later and see if there's any up there. There's a bit of sea glass there. I've just seen some sea glass, but I can't find it when I go back. Just seen a piece. Where is it? No, should have picked it up. It's gone. Oh, it's there. There you go, look. Piece of sea glass. That's coming home with me. These are my super efficient adapter gloves for using with a camera. What a lovely view, what a lovely afternoon. So anyway, going back to the tar, if you see any, oh, another bit here. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. If you see any of the tar when you're on the beach, you need to report it to the local authority, and that it depends on where you are when you see it. So if you're in Blackpool, you need to report it to Blackpool Council. Their email address is customer.first@blackpool.gov.uk. If you're on the seafront at Lytham or in St Anne's, you need to report it to Fylde Council. Another one. Nick. And their email address is listening@fylde.gov.uk. And if you are in Cleveleys or Fleetwood, you need to report it to Wire Council. And their email address is mailroom@wire.gov.uk. And they will take appropriate steps to come and clean it up. So you also need to record where you see it as well. So we'll just pop up here, and then I think we might turn round and go and have a look and see. I've not got wellies on, you see, so I don't really want to wreck my shoes on the beach. We'll turn round and we'll have a look and see what the storms washed up, because there's quite a bit of debris. Come up with it. Some nice piece of wood as well. I've got wood on the brain. So they call it mudlarking when you're on a river, and you've probably seen people on television that walk up and down the banks of, oh, I'm stopping because I think that is a piece of hemlock root. Apparently they look like parsnips, so I think that's a piece of that. Yeah, so if people in, oh, look at that piece of wood. Oh, that's got to come back with me. I'll have to find a bag. And take that. That's a Bobby Dazzler, that. Oh, look at this. You can see that this plasticky stuff, that smells really strong. It's obviously absorbed the oil because it's sort of spongy. Can you see? It's absorbed the oil, and it's sort of sieved it out, as you might say. That's a mess. I shall report that. When I've finished talking to you, I shall report that to our local authority, and we'll see if they can come and fetch it and clear it away. That absolutely stinks of petrol. Petrol, tar, oil, tarmac, that's what it smells of. That's really strong. Oh, look, there's a tree growing here. It's quite an artistic little tree. Oh dear. Look, it's obviously dissipated as it's got down here. That's very smelly. Very, very smelly. So we're walking now in the direction of Blackpool. Let me take my super duper glove off and I'll show you the way. There's right there. So if you can see as we zoom into the distance, in a slight misty haze, is Blackpool Tower and the Arch at Bispam and North Pier. I always think it's a really nice view from here because you get that artistic sort of sepia looking low light. But the other day it was literally hurling against this seawall. Really violent it was. And then today you're out in lovely sunshine. If you don't like the weather, wait an hour. Wait an hour and it will improve and look totally different. Let's see what's in this pile of twigs. Plastic bottles. There's always a plastic bottle. Backing off sanitary towels, the little pink one. You see, all these things, you shove them down the loo and they all end up. That's a toilet wipe. That's a toilet wipe. Here are some more. Another two, and they've come out of the sewage system. Because if they didn't come out on the beach, they would end up flooding people's houses and whatnot. There's a black top off a drinks cup there, just at the side of that big white stone there. Some more tar encrusted foam. It's fascinating to see what comes up. There's all kinds of stuff. I bet Russell Beach is interesting today. I think I might need wellies on for that job though. Oh goodness, look at that for a drop. That gives you some idea of how rough the weather's been. In fact, you can see an oily residue on that sand. And then it builds up again. Can you see those posts that are sticking up just next to that next stone groin? I'll just zoom in and then you can see it. They're pieces of tram rail that were used to construct groins back in the day. Some more there. There's a full video about that and an article on our website. Right, I think we'll go up here and we'll go and take a little look at the Shipwreck Memorial. And then I'll see if that piece of wood's still there when I come back. I need to fish in my bag and see if I've got a carrier. Should have, because I've usually got beachcombing equipment with me. Need a plastic carrier bag for that job. Let's go up here and have a look at the top of the promenade. It's quite a skill to walking up these steps because they're not a normal staircase size. So you kind of do this long-legged lope. It's really lovely. It's nice to get outside in the fresh air. It's really lovely. So this memorial, this tall brown piece of metal in front of us, is a memorial to all the ships that have gone astray off the Fylde coast. So they go back to, I don't know, something like 16-knot blob, right up to Riverdance, which was the last one to wreck in these parts. And when you look through the hole, there's a hole in the middle of it. When you look through the hole in the middle of it, you can actually see, when the tide goes out a bit further, the wreck of the Urbana, which wrecked off Blackpool many years ago. And there's an article about that on our Live Blackpool website too. I can tell I've not been walking. I'm doing some puffing. I'll have to be getting my stamina built back up and back into this swing. A beautiful day. It's really lovely. So this is also the boundary between Wyre and Blackpool. So where the sea defence has changed shape, that's the boundary between Blackpool. So this is Blackpool Council, and this way is Wyre, which is obviously Cleveleys, and this is the Shipwreck Memorial. So it takes you to 2008, and around the other side is the first bit, 1643 to 1873. So it gives you all the names. They're all transcribed actually on our Live Blackpool site. So from the bottom are the old ones, no they're not, the new ones. So MS River Dance 2008 is on the bottom line. When you look through the hole, when the tide goes out, you can see the Abana Shipwreck, which is somewhere around about there when the tide's out. And then the sun twinkles all the way to the top. Go there. Interesting. I hope you've enjoyed this walk on Cleveleys seafront in some lovely weather for once. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to hit that little bell for notifications. You have a lovely day now, and we will see you again soon. Bye for now.